Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having Libra on the 12th house cusp in a natal chart. Now, the first thing I'll look at this placement are the probable restrictions and limitations, and perhaps this person maybe feels inhibited about expressing the charming side, the amiable side, maybe has difficulty in expressing this, the side maybe showing tact, diplomacy, maybe fairness in things. Scorpio is often on the first house cusp in this instance, and I think that has something to do with it because Scorpio is a fixed sign, and as the word that I say, maybe a made-up word though, immutable, can be very resolute and fixed in their viewpoints. So I think it's you could see where the connection is with this, and there may be an inability also to show that maybe that passive side, that side that wants the peace, that wants the harmony. And the next thing I'll look at as far as the secret sorrows go, well, secret sorrows may come perhaps through relationships that this person is in. It may come, maybe it's through something Libra-like, maybe something connected with litigation, or there's some, maybe it was a lawsuit, or something connected with a court, like a court appearance perhaps, that somebody I knew had Scorpio rising, and she likely had Libra on the 12th house cusp, and there was a situation where she had to bring somebody to court, probably didn't want to, and I think the whole situation caused some despondency and caused a lot of sadness and dejection on her part. So I can kind of see how the real accuracy of this placement is firsthand. Now, as far as self-undoing, well, the self-undoing may also be tied in perhaps to relationships. It might be maybe the lack of compromise, or perhaps an inability to negotiate in relationships, to have things in a fair, maybe set in a fair way, a lack of balance in general. As I stated before, Scorpio is often rising in this instance, and really what it comes down to is Scorpio is a sign that can be very intense, and often can put a lot of energy into one or two things, and they might not really always focus on some other things. So it could be attributed to that lack of balance, so to speak, in general, and not maybe dispersing the time and energy evenly into all the aspects or elements of the person's life. Now, another thing I'll look at is the hidden adversaries and enemies. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person will have an enemy that has a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, but it can very well be in some cases. Now, the hidden adversaries may be people that have some kind of Libra-like professions, such as lawyers, attorneys, like paralegals, judges, bailiffs. It could even be in some isolated cases, even diplomats. Could be people that embody Libra-like characteristics or attributes, such as people that come across as very charming, very diplomatic, very refined. It can maybe the hidden enemies are people that have these kind of characteristics in them. So those are could be people that come across that appear very beautiful, that seem very peace-loving, amiable. They appear to be about maybe fairness and being equitable, equality. Now, as far as the dreams and unconscious side goes, well, perhaps this person, maybe there might be some subconscious motivation connected with wanting maybe a relationship, maybe inwardly wants peace and harmony. There might be dreams maybe about being in perhaps in fashion, perhaps modeling, an actress, maybe something connected with artistry, such as a painter, somebody that draws, a sculptor. It could be somebody that has some dreams maybe about maybe being a musician, about epitomizing beauty, about being very beautiful. It could be somebody that wants to maybe something connected with Libra, such as even being a lawyer, a paralegal, dreams of maybe working in the legal field. Now, as far as private hidden matters go, maybe in seclusion and solitude, maybe this person may show one, as far as their private life, may strive for some kind of peace and tranquility and some balance. It could be somebody that does artwork in private, such as, like I stated before, drawing, painting, sculpting. It could be somebody that practices music when they're by themselves, when no one else is around. Somebody that likes to sing privately. It could be something along those lines. Maybe in some isolated cases, maybe there might be some relationships that are clandestine. And as far as imprisonment may go, and most people aren't imprisoned, so, but in the rare isolated cases, maybe this person faces some kind of incarceration, maybe in a crime that's associated with what they felt justice was, or it may be something in connection perhaps with a significant other, somebody they had a relationship of some kind with, and this could even be platonic or a business relationship. There might be maybe there's some imprisonment connected with this in some isolated minuscule cases. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having Libra on the 12th house cusp in the natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Scorpio on the 12th house cusp in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.